Hello guys, welcome to 1/3 TV. So today I will be showing you guys the process of how you can apply fertilizer on your farm. When I mean farm, I'm not talking about farming on land, but your yam bags. When you plant your yam in bags, I'm going to show you how you can apply fertilizer to the yam. This process is a very delicate process. You have to be very careful and you must know what you're doing. Otherwise, you're going to lose your yams. All right. It is a very, very important process that you must, take your time and carefully plan the quantity and the timing and everything so you get it right. Otherwise, your yams are just going to dry and die off, right? So planting on the flat land, on a normal land, and then it is not the same way you apply your fertilizer when you plant in bags. So let me quickly tell you how you do it on land first, even though we are not planting on land. So on land, when you plant on land, what you do is you go to the yam and then you make a little hole close to the yam itself. Not so close. Don't make it so close so you don't get to the roots, right? So you make a little hole next to it, and then you scoop a little bit of the fertilizer in your hands, a little bit of it, and then you drop it in the hole, right? You put it in the hole. So let me say in grams, maybe here to measure that in grams. So let's say maybe the amount of fertilizer you're going to put in that hole would be somewhere around 3 to 5 grams, right? And that would be my guess. I'm not sure if I'm really, I've never measured it. I'm just trying to pull this off my head, but maybe 3, 4, 5 grams of fertilizer, you put in there. So, and the fertilizer, of course, you'll be using is the NPK fertilizer, the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, right? So that's what you're going to do if you're planting on land. So when it rains, it just dissolves and then it goes in there and the plant takes up the nutrient it wants. But that's on land. Now, when you want to do it in bag, it's a bit tricky. It's tricky because when you plant in bags, the root don't have space to travel. They don't have space to just move around and go around. Sometimes they just circle the bag because they can't go anywhere. It's like they are trying to go left, but the bag is obstructing them, and then they start spreading through the bag and they just circle the bag. So it means that they are concentrated in one particular part of the bag, and you have to be very careful not to apply your fertilizer that it goes directly to the root, and the concentration of that fertilizer now begins to affect the plant itself. So how do you avoid this? Okay, it is good you're watching this video because with our experience, the experience we've had, you don't have to make the same mistake we made. Initially, when we did this, what we did was we got our fertilizer and then just using our own thinking, we thought, okay, if you just apply it throughout the bag, just spread it around the bag, you can easily capture, that whole process. You can really target the roots and they can get the nutrients that they need. But we forgot that these fertilizers are so powerful. They are very strong. Just a little quantity comes in contact with the root. That concentration can begin to affect it, can begin to kill it. So once we did that, it rained, a couple of times, and then we realized that our yams are beginning to die. Some of them are beginning to dry off. We're wondering, what's going on. Let me show you these pictures. You can just see, look at these ones. You can see they are beginning to dry up. These ones are completely dried already. There is no resurrection. They are not going to come back. They are gone, So we lost a lot of yam, at this stage of applying fertilizer to the yam. So now, after that experience, we now thought to ourselves, how do we do it? Also, we cannot really do it the way that you do it when you plant on land. Because when you plant on land, you get a spot and you dig it a little bit and then you just pour the fertilizer there. You drop them there, and then the plant will take them up when it rains and it dissolves. But if you do it on bag, remember why you can do that. We cannot do this because we planted on the surface. Remember when I showed you guys the steps how you can plant your yam in bags? We did that surface planting so that we can give the tuber a whole lot of room to grow. So we planted on the surface. So it means that the roots are right on the surface. So if you have a lot of concentration in one spot and it happens to be where the root is, it's going to kill the yam in few days. It doesn't even take time. In 2-3 days, you begin to see that the yam changes color, and then the leaves begins to dry, and then it's gone. So that's the risk that is involved. If you want to do it the same way we do it on land. So we thought about what's the best way to do this, how we're going to do this. So what we came up here with is this. We now thought to ourselves, it will be a lot better if you want to do it when you do it in batches, okay? So you're going to do it in batches, not, at a time. So each time, what you do is you just get 8 balls. They are in little balls, right? So you get about 7 to 8 balls, right, of those NPK fertilizer. Once you get that balls, so what you do is you drop them round. You just drop them, one here, one there, one here, one there, one here, one there, right? So as you drop them in that position, when it rains, it's going to dissolve. Just one ball is not strong or powerful or too concentrated enough to kill the yam. But you do this in batches. So that particular batch, you can wait for a week and let it rain. If it doesn't rain, you water it. And then once you water it and it dissolves, it absorbs it, right? And you observe that plant within that week, nothing happened to it. The following week, you can do the same thing. You get another 8 balls or 7 balls. You drop them round, one here, one there, one here, one there, and let it rain. If it doesn't rain, you water it. And after some times, it absorbs it. And you watch it for that 1 week, nothing happens to the plant. You can give it a rest for 1 week. Don't do anything for 1 week, right? And then the next week, you drop another 8 balls. So you do this over 1 month. So let's say 8 first week, second week, another 8. The third week, you rest, you do nothing. Then the fourth week, you do another 8 balls, and then the last week another 8 balls. So all in total, 8 plus 8, 16, 32 balls for 1 bag. I think that's enough. 32 balls for 1 bag, or even less than that, 24 will be fine. 24 as well will be fine. So if you apply it that way, the concentration of the fertilizer is not much, and because you do it over time, it does not really affect the plant. Understand? But in the case whereby everything is applied at the same time, your root is just sitting up there in the bag. Once it rains, the plant will absorb it, and that concentration will kill the yam. All right? So be very careful, It's a very sensitive stage. If you must apply fertilizer, you have to be very careful how you do it. Otherwise, you lose the plant. Right? So, is it a must to apply fertilizer? Some people don't. I did not apply all through the bags that I have. Some bags, I just let them grow naturally using, natural manure like cow dung and poultry excretes and all that stuff. Right? So if you want, you can apply. But if you want to use or produce organic yams, you don't add anything, then you don't have to apply fertilizer. All right, so that's about it on the process on how you apply fertilizer to your yam. If you guys have any question, please do not hesitate to actually write us. Leave your comment below. If you like the video, thumbs up, share with your friends, and hopefully we are going to be uploading more videos so that you can, understand or learn how you manage your yam after planting. All right. So if this is your first time watching, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share and then like and comment. All right, until next time, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.